so many different players. There's always a new top player making top. And this time, it's Apple Reviewer. Coming back from school in New England, and on an absolute tear, this man who reviews apples owns my state. He owns the state of New Jersey.
Absolutely. We got Apple Reviewer. We got Jakal coming up to bat here as we are going into winners finals here at the final Failsafe. Starting actually out on Battlefield here, which I think is definitely somewhere where Apple Reviewer likes to go just because of all of these platform setups. Momo, tell us about Brawler.
So, Brawler, a character that people have been struggling to pin down for a long time, but the way that Apple Reviewer plays this character is straight up utilizing, say, okay, I have 3 good moves that are really good for approaching, and the rest of my kit revolves around taking stocks ludicrously early. So he plays a really tight neutral and a very patient neutral, which is going to play dividends against a player like Jakal, one of the most patient players in the game.
Oh, well, the thing is, though, I think Jakal knows exactly what he is up against because patience has always been at the forefront of Jakal's gameplay, and you can see how he's actually giving so much space to Apple Reviewer, air dodging out as well because, believe it or not, Brawler, while yes, you can find ways to approach, the grapple itself on certain moves, sometimes he doesn't fly as far as you think, so if you actually stay at somewhat of a decent range, you can be safe.
Yeah, the way that Apple Reviewer is playing right now, he's definitely doing a really good job of playing around Jakal's immediate, his immediate close quarters combat, keeping him at bay and keeping him really struggling in general. The approach especially, you saw him here trying to jump on. The Apple Reviewer is constantly able to pull the trigger and finding a stock almost there at the 4th throw, but not just yet.
Still, Jakal going to get back on ledge here. You have to be so careful. It seems like I love the way that Apple Reviewer is just staying calm on ledge no matter what, right? And that's a scary thing. Sometimes the scariest thing in Smash is actually just wait to react here. But still, first stock, we're about, a minute and a half in, and we haven't even seen first stock fall, though. Here comes Jakal, though, with a forward throw, lining up for the edge guard, trying to kind of get the read at this point on where Apple Reviewer is going to go. Seismic toss not going to be enough here, though. So look at Apple Reviewer just walking back and forth, but Jakal going to be able to find the forward air here and still just going to be living it out.
This is just the essence of Smash Ultimate. The only way to defeat a patient player is to be an even more patient player. And he finds it eventually with a dash attack, question mark, and still riding with perfectly max rage. The 4th throw, of course, is not going to take here just yet, but Brawler with this much rage, Jakal needs to stock yesterday, and the F-tilt's not going to find it because that move also doesn't work.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? Sometimes you fall out and you just really hate to see it, but there's the forward air right from ledge. You hang out up there a little bit too long, you lose that invincibility. Going on into second stock now for both competitors. I love to see Jakal really find one of those strings, and you can tell that he's really looking for it, right? He's going for this forward air, recognizing, you know what, I don't exactly have the direct follow-up. I'll find it here. I'll reset and constantly start again. That's what makes him one of the best players here in Tri-State. And look at the walk once again, Momo, respecting the space that Brawler has.
I think the biggest reason why Jakal is opting for most of these forward airs is that he's using the one thing that Brawler struggles with. Of course, every time you get too close to Brawler, you delete stocks like that. But the one weakness this character has is range. So if you have a singular disjoint in your kit, like Wolf forward air, that's going to be paying dividends for Jakal right now, and just trying to keep his space at what, by all means, necessary.
This is the thing, right? This is what I was talking about right when the game started. Going on Battlefield, I feel like was such an advantage pick for Apple Reviewer because of all of these platform setups. And look, we're trying to find one now as well. Jakal, though, respecting the space, backing up just a little bit more as Apple Reviewer just trying to find these up tilts. Here we go, though. Finds a couple up airs, up tilt, up B, looking for the finisher, unable to find and close out. But look at this massive lead now that Apple Reviewer even has, because look at this. He has all the rage to get it done.
Jakal was at 70%, 78% on the ledge, and he still didn't. He doubled up away from him. He still didn't go for it. This is the patience that we're talking about. Being able to keep your finger on the trigger as a character as volatile as Brawler is pivotal for playing sets like this.
Still, though, Jakal trying to line up to get a stock. Good air dodge over the up smash as well. Jakal just going to have to work a little bit harder here. Apple Reviewer, though, going to get the punch up, but there's the up tilt. Not going to be enough just yet. Jakal, though, trying to line up. Will land with the nair, but it's not enough. Jakal, I feel like a couple times now, is just not going to be able to find his finisher hit until he's taken so much damage, Momo.
Yeah, if I'm Jakal right now, the last thing you want to be is on the platform, because if you find one singular grab, falling up or anything of the sort, Brawler deletes your stock, and that's what's so good about suplex. If you grab him anywhere off the ground, he immediately throws you onto the platform, and if you get overzealous just once, you can hit with that mock punch. And no, not the shot put, which so many people assume is the best special for this character, but mock punch supremacy leads once again.
That's the thing. I think if you go back in time just a little bit, you could actually see Jakal, like, what I like to call sticky walk. Like sometimes like you accidentally like inch yourself forward. You could see like the thought process of, wait, I don't actually want to go in. I don't want to actually approach. I missed the stage here, but honestly, I go to stage a lot, especially versus these characters that really do benefit off of things like having a top platform. Now, we're back on Pokemon Stadium 2, where Apple Reviewer is just going to have to respect the space game, because at the end of the day, Pokemon Stadium 2 is a great stage for people that like to play patient just like Jakal, but whenever you find your aggressive option in, you're actually just kind of out-reading him at that point, right?
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be definitely Jakal trying to play more patient and playing more of that, like I said earlier, the mid-range game, using that disjoint to your advantage, not letting Brawler get in, and forcing him to play out of that range. It's Jakal shimmying in and out with forward air and forcing an option whenever he feels a little too crazy.
Still don't. Apple Reviewer trying to find a way back onto stage here, using the down special, unable to really get much going here. So now it's all Jakal, once again, respecting Apple Reviewer, and that's the scary part. Landing with the Nair, finds the grab into the forward throw, going for the F-tilt, unable to find anything, but here comes Apple Reviewer. Still, what I love about this set so far, that it truly is just stock for stock, hit for hit, that will be Apple Reviewer finding the punish on the up smash.
I've honestly never seen someone with a character who's so volatile, being able to take stocks, playing so patiently. Especially against Wolf characters, can be very tilting with that laser. I was playing around the platforms in general. Apple Reviewers are using that walk, like say, playing around, not using the dash very often, but jumping in with Nair sometimes, and then walking around waiting for Jakal to pick an option, which is crazy, making Jakal of all people pick an option.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like now Jakal just realistically has to find a way in, has to find a crack in the armor. Now, a lot of the times in these top level sets, right, in these best of fives, you have plenty of time to adapt to your opponent. But Jakal's usually the one kind of just hanging out, actually in the lead, but Apple Reviewer playing so aggressively onto the platform, and that is whole stock. Apple Reviewer now bringing Jakal down to his last stock, game number 2. Not here to play.
That's the thing with Brawler's grabs, whether it's a suplex or just a regular drive in general, they set you up perfectly for setting up on platform. If you guess incorrectly on the platform against Brawler, any percent above 40, your stock is gone. And Apple Reviewer's patience, again, coming through so perfectly for him right there.
Still, though, landing with this Nair. I feel like both characters try to land with their Nair so often. It's kind of the safety precaution here. But Jakal, you have to learn. Get off the platform, my guy. Absolutely not. You are just asking to be followed up on. This man is in training room on these platforms, bro.
Okay, if I'm Jakal, here's the game plan. At this point,
what's the game plan?
There's only 2 stages that you really want right now. FD, obviously, for no platforms. That's a given, right? Or something like Town and City with the higher ceiling. Most of these stocks are being taken off of the top, and those shorter blast zones where you're taking, at least fishing for most of these stocks, with Wolf back air, Wolf forward air, or anything of the sort.
Taking him back to Battlefield, though.
Why do you think we're going to Battlefield? I honestly am kind of lost here. Why would we want to go back to Battlefield?
I'm built different. Let's just go game 3.
He got it.
That's it?
This might, honestly, this might,
you got
a scary thing to say. I might be completely wrong with this.
The manga panel, nah, I'd win. That's just got to be Jude's attitude right now.
Oh, don't do it to him.
Still, though, I love the way that Apple Reviewer is playing, man. Like, this is the Smash Ultimate I miss. Like, the right up in your face, I'm going to actually really try and just outsmart you here. But look at how many inputs Jude is just putting in on that shield, man. He's trying to find this option, trying to find one of these prop-ups. But I feel like at this point, shooting the gun and running away is not a terrible plan, Momo.
Yeah, 100%. We're seeing, like, the frustration shows on his face, the way he's playing. The stage he picked is just stubbornness at this point. Losing that stock incredibly early. Apple Reviewer on the cusp of taking his first set off of Jakal, if anything.
Yeah, this is insane from Apple Reviewer, right? Because the thing is, I truly don't believe he's camping. I don't believe he's trying to ice Jakal out. I think he is just picking the options that beat out Wolf's hitboxes extremely well, and I don't think Jakal's really just finding the answer, right? I think the stage is a huge part of this, but he needs to bait out some of these side special options a little bit more, because the end lag on that move is horrendous.
Yeah, Apple
you're dead again.
You're gone.
You're gone. You're dead again.
You are gone.
Oh,
Jakal
all right.
keeps. Never mind.
The whole venue's like, you're gone.
I was gonna say, you gotta saw he's teched in place. Every single time he's teched in place, Apple Reviewer has been on him like white on rice. Finally finds an up smash there with a very errant grab out of shield, and Jakal just jumped in his seat, and he is locked in right now.
You gotta be, right? I mean, you're down 2 games. You're already down 66% on the second stock. You get another thrupper right on the
hops.
You get another thrupper on the top platform. That stock's gonna be done too. And you know what? It's really interesting. I've just kind of like recognized this. I feel like they're both naring at each other out of shield. Like they both kind of hit the same properties. They're both looking for the same thing on each other. But here we go. Finds the first forward air out of the corner, but unable to really find anything else. And Apple Reviewer is like, all right, I'm gonna let you hit buttons. I'm gonna be over here when you want it.
On the stock, you know the vibes. Apple Reviewer using these platforms to advantage, not only in advantage, but also in disadvantage of forcing Wolf to pick a situation, goes for the Mach Punch there, just barely loses that trade. But still in such a favorable position. Jakal getting a little too errant, just barely playing outside that range. But Apple Reviewer gets aggressive just once, it gets punched like crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, granted, it doesn't lose the stock, right? But that could be a crack in the armor, right? Of Jakal saying, you know what, bet, I'll play patient because I know you're going to be the one that approaches, right? So now that Apple Reviewer is approaching, and now Jakal realizing that, he's going to sit back and say, you know what, all right, bet, I'll just punish.
Apple Reviewer looking for an aggressive option from Jakal, but again, Jakal rolling behind, going for that up smash. Now he recognizes, again, like you said, the crack in the armor.
Yeah,
if you're at a kill
there it is.
now the Brawler wants it. None of these confirms are happening anymore. You need to find a stray hit. And Jakal, if he's good at anything, it's winning trades.
Oh my god, so risky from Apple Reviewer there too. Like going right up for it, goes for the thrupper, unable to find the stock here. Jakal's still going to live out with some of this rage as well. So now it's all on Apple Reviewer. Can you stabilize? Can you find the stock? And can you find the finisher? Now granted, once again, this rage on this character is very scary, especially on this stage. But now look at that, the perfect parry. Unfortunately, not the best punish here from Jude, but still finds the up smash. We're going into game number 4. The set will live on.
Jakal, during that second stock, something clicked in his mind, recognizing the one habit that Apple Reviewer has showed this entire time of putting that pressure on shield and then forcing an option, knowing how Jakal likes to play out of shield with a lot of very safe options. Unfortunately, Brawler has the options to deal with those safe options. It's like, okay, my best option right now is to not do anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
The strongest option in Smash Ultimate is the Abyss of Nothingness. Forcing your opponent to think in their own mind, oh my god, he didn't do anything. What do? I'm going to press a button. And then you're just scared yourself to death.
Absolutely.
You've lost your stock from doing nothing.
You overthink at that point,
Yep.
right? You're sending yourself into this like overthinking cycle of like, what is my opponent doing here? So now, are we hitting a button? Oh, no. All right, we're in. We're in. Listen.
We had to see him locked in.
Yeah, we just, it's like the charge up for like a second right before you hit the, hit the thing.
Super Saiyan.
Yeah, there, thank you. Oh my god, I can't believe I just let that down. Anyway, Apple Reviewer, doing the Apple Reviewer thing. I said this last game, Jude was literally like, I don't care if it's Battlefield, I'd win. Good night. Anyway.
Dude, through the thick and thin, kids, the moral of the story today is be stubborn. You will win no matter what.
Do not be stubborn. As someone who is stubborn, do not be stubborn. Anyway, look at Jude now, right? And now the tides have completely twisted mentally here. Because now Apple Reviewer, who is the one who was ahead, I think is kind of subconsciously forgetting that he's ahead. He's saying, you know what, I'll still come in, I'll still try and find this KO option. And Jude's like, all right, bet, I'm going to react then. All right, I'm just going to read out these options. He looks so much more comfortable. Here we go, those side special, going to be able to find it, but unable to find the KO, but no tech, and that's stock loss. This Jakal has finally woken up.
I think the thing that Apple Reviewer is really struggling with right now is the fact that Jakal is technically playing the exact same game plan of runaway, laser, use my disjoint, right? The one thing he's changing is how he reacts around shield. Instead of always picking an option and forcing Apple Reviewer to go in and mix him up, he's just not doing anything, empty hopping, empty running away, and forcing Apple Reviewer again to sit there and think with his thoughts. And Jakal is just taking advantage and absolutely running with this.
Think about what you've done, Apple Reviewer. You have brought me to game 4 SMH. Anyway, it's still going to be Jakal just trying to read out a lot of these approach options. And now it's all Apple Reviewer. How do you bring this game back? I mean, this is a good start. Gonna be able to find it. Apple Reviewer, who has absolutely kind of lost track of the reins, has brought it back into his hands right now. And here we go. This could be the final combo, Momo.
This is what this Brawler does, bro. The second you get a little too overconfident, the second you get overzealous, Brawler is back in there. Apple Reviewer is just 20% away from evening up this game and looking fantastic while doing it. Doesn't find the grab on the platform just yet. Jakal is living by a thread right now.
That's the thing, right? Jakal knows. Jakal knows exactly what's at stake here. If one option is just read out of context. Here we go, though. Can he find it? Can he read Jakal landing? No, he cannot. And I love the way that Jakal landed passively there, right? Landing aggressively could have led you into another thropper, could have led you into another up air, it could have led you into so much. And this is a matter of who wins the patient game. Who will stay composed? There's the first nair from Apple Reviewer, but the Wolf recovery actually hits Apple Reviewer. The air dodge onto stage isn't exactly punished, but there's the grab from Jakal. Jakal trying to line up for a finisher here on the edge guard, but looking for the jump to cover back air. Will not be able to find it. The up smash! The double up smash for next! Jakal going to be able to continue this set on into a game number 5. Both of them out of their seats. Apple Reviewer with the anti-pop-off, Jakal with the actual pop-off. Emotions are running high. People have stopped their friendlies to come watch this set, Momo.
That was the misinput of the night. If Apple Reviewer loses a set, this is what the one's going to keep him up tonight. Oh my god. Jakal whiffs an up smash on shield, had so much time, whiffs the turnaround up smash, and Jakal has just enough time to take that game. We are in game 5. Both these players' tensions are high. Let's get right into it.
The thing is now that Apple Reviewer has lost 2 in a row, and especially down to something like a misinput, Momo, does that affect the tournament performance? At this point, Jakal is locked in. He knows exactly what to do, but now my eyes are on Apple Reviewer to see how he recovers here. Look at Jakal, though, playing respectfully once again, but here comes Apple Reviewer, the perfect parries, the perfect up tilt, looking for the finishers, though. I will have to say, Jude is still being so bold with kind of fighting with Apple Reviewer on that platform. Like, there are times where I'm seeing him go for an up tilt. I'm like, I'm getting a little bit nervous myself, but still the neutral between both of these players this set has been absolutely fantastic.
The SEC term for that is called a barre of I'm going to beat your pressure with just pressing a button, and that is the craziest stuff you can do. And against a character like Me Brawler, Jakal still just using those aerials and playing outside of that Me Brawler range, forcing him to be scared. We're going to say, like, wow, I did all that, you're still pressing a button, you're insane. And you're insane is the one thing he's keeping on his mind right now.
I loved how Jakal actually went for that down air there to keep Apple Reviewer in hit stun. I mean, aerials are going to whiff there. There's the up smash. That didn't happen last game, nor did it KO this game. Now, Apple Reviewer has to find the mark. Perfect back air. It doesn't connect all the way for the KO, though, so Jakal going to try and read the recovery here. There it is, the back throw there, but still, look how dangerously close Apple Reviewer is, but he's going for these high-end lag options on shield. You cannot be doing that.
Got way too overzealous there and got punished like crazy. Jakal now with the stock lead, going to play keep away like his life depends on it, and it looks like it does depend on it. Now Apple Reviewer holding him on this ledge. Jakal coming on with another forward air. That forward air has been the saving grace for Jakal this entire set. Apple Reviewer needs this stock yesterday.
Absolutely, right? And the thing is now Jakal's not going to give it to him easy, right? Jakal's going to just wait for those, safe points to nair and then just run away and do what he needs to do, right? He is essentially icing Apple Reviewer out while still, approaching somewhat aggressively here. But Apple Reviewer gonna get hit by the nair. There's the cross up, double up air. Unable to find the finisher there, but still Jakal is very content with all of this chip damage.
Yeah, he's playing the game out. Dash Attack still not going to do it. Just waiting for Apple Reviewer to pull the trigger a little too early. Waiting for him to get overzealous, but Apple Reviewer still not doing it. Not throwing out a crazy option. Goes for that grab. Still doesn't find it. Jakal just waiting for him to jump up. The double jump to top platform. No finisher just yet. With the nair out of shield. What a punch from Apple Reviewer. The stock count has been evened up once more.
I think that was a attempt at the very signature Tri-State Twister. Yeah, that was a very signature attempt at the Tri-State Twister, and Apple Reviewer wanted no part of it now. But look at Jakal going to be able to read the jump, the classic Classico for Wolf at this point, and now it is 2 stocks to 1, and look at the way that Jakal's playing. I can tell Apple Reviewer is thinking, though, how do I find a way back into this? He's not going in super unsafely anymore, except for that nair, but look at Jakal. He's very, very comfortable at this point.
Yeah, Jakal is just literally just locked in, playing his game, playing extremely patiently, waiting for Apple Reviewer to pick an option. At this point, no matter how patient Apple Reviewer is playing, he needs to pick an option. No matter what, he needs to find some kind of damage yesterday.
Oh no, going off stage right now is definitely not what you want to see if you're Apple Reviewer, right? Instead, he's taking the pathing around the platform, so trying to at least calm himself, trying to find a way in, but once again, Apple Reviewer is the first one swinging and Jakal is the one reacting, so it's always going to be in Wolf's favor here. He's the one approaching in, Jakal is the one hitting these back airs, going to grab ledge, going to be able to prop up, but once again, Jude just going to jump away, at least for the moment here, going for the up air, unable to find anything. There's the dash attack to come out clean out of the corner, but once again, Jakal just the king of disengage. It is is going to be the forward throw to try and mess up the DI here. But how do we come off from ledge? I'm glad that Apple Reviewer didn't jump in because Jakal has punished him with back air too many times in that position.
Yeah, saving that double jump there, playing patiently. Again, at 1 for senior final stock, Apple Reviewer is keeping all the bag of tricks coming out. Here comes the dash tag. Not going to take it just yet from Jakal, but 1-6 that back air will most certainly take it. And Jakal with a reverse 3-0 through the fire and the flames. This Wolf pulls it out and carries on, goes straight into grand finals.
Oh my God, what a set to start off top 4 with, man. A game 5 and a reverse 3-0. That was a great performance from Apple Reviewer though, man. Like, this is the type of Smash Bros that I have been missing for so long, man. I've been in the card game world for a little bit, and I was kind of worried, right? I haven't been checking in with my people, and you know, I'm seeing Steve still.
I haven't seen you in 3 years.
It feels like it, right? I've been Miss Worldwide. You know, just the pure aggression, the true like, hey, let me find exactly like where you're going on the stage. Like, let me wait out your options. And I think what it came down to